This intense light marks the beginning of one of Andrew John Milne's inventions, but it wouldn't get off the ground without this place.
Previously, I've made machines that make images, but what I would do is make it with traditional sort of woodworking tools, or not traditional, but conventional woodworking tools. So I would use jigsaws to cut gears, and as a result, the machines were very large.
Big machines are just one reason inventing isn't possible for your average Joe, which is why AssentWorks opened its doors in 2011.
We realized that there is not a place in Winnipeg, or at the time there was not a place where people who like to make things could actually bump into each other and help each other. And so we decided we'd make one. And we have some laser etching device.
As a member, artists have 24/7 access to over 50 machines, all the hand tools they can use, and one of the coolest, a 3D printer. Metalwork, electronics, and woodworking machines otherwise impossible for people to afford.
And use the machines to make perhaps maybe a work of art for yourself, maybe some kind of hobby you're working on, perhaps you're developing a product for a business idea that you have, or maybe you have a business and you don't have a workshop and you use AssentWorks as your workshop.
For Andrew's work, the laser cutter is a must-have. He enters his info into the computer and the machine creates it. But it isn't always flawless.
When you take the part out of the machine and you try it for the first time and you realize it's not quite the right size, or it's not flexing the way you expected it to flex, and that's just an inevitable part of working with the real world and physical material.
That trial and error process can take time, but even more if you're doing everything by hand.
To make these machines manually without AssentWorks would have taken a year, possibly years, as opposed to I pushed them out in 2.5 months.
The moving holograms created by these devices are unprecedented anywhere else in the world and would not be possible without the help of AssentWorks. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Blair Malstravich.